Alright, so I'm leaving the Holiday Inn this morning. Got a great night's sleep, washed all my clothes, and took a dip in the pool last night. It was perfect. Glad I stayed here. Yeah, so gonna try and do another like 55 miles today. And I don't have a spot in mind where I'm staying, just the rough mileage is where I'm going to camp. There's also a possibility there's some big storms coming through, so I got to play that by ear too. So we'll see. It'll be today about 50 some miles, and then tomorrow to Columbus, probably around the same distance. So just gonna keep an eye on things today. It's very like overcast and foggy. So yeah, definitely worth staying here last night, and continental breakfast is awesome too. So yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna head off to the trail. It's only about a mile away, not even, and start riding. I got another road section for about 6 miles, and I heard this is like, I don't know, not the best one, so to speak. There's not a lot of shoulders, and it's a little bit busier highway. Well, we'll see. So, all right, I'm gonna take off. Alright, I am leaving Millersburg and getting back on the trail through the Walmart parking lot. Oh, they even have buggy stalls here. Oh, this is cool. Alright, so I just left Killbuck. Seemed like a pretty hillbilly town. You know, trucks, Confederate flags, people yelling, people peeling out everywhere. So I'm on the road section here, and there's a bridge closure. I was just talking to another through cyclist coming the other way. He said he went through it yesterday, but it was also Sunday, so they weren't working. So there is another bypass around this, which I'm probably gonna do because they got to be working on a Monday. So we'll see. It's gonna be a lot of climbing, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm just gonna keep trucking along. Yeah. Did you guys bypass the bridge?
We did, yeah. It's a gravel road. It's not terrible. It's a little bit hilly, but
just like
yeah,
up to the...
just up here, you take a right on 64, and then when it ends, then you take a left on
54.
56.
Okay.
Maybe.
But there might be a better way on the left. I saw a car bypassing this way.
Okay.
That's all gravel and dirt. That might not be.
Okay. I'll check it out. Thank you.
Good luck.
Enjoy. Alright, so I have two options here. The official route is to my left over there, but it is going up to the top of the hill, and there's another road that seems to be gravel that's down that way, and it looks like it's doesn't go up to the bluffs. It just kind of follows the river down there and then rejoins right after the bridge outage. So I think I'm going to go that way. I just talked to some folks, and that's where they came from. Just past 3 through riders. It looks like there's another through rider that's coming behind me. I've only seen one other through rider up until this point, and now today I've seen there's a group of 3. There was one guy, and now another one. I think this guy's a through rider. Yeah. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna take the gravel road to the right. All right. Gravel road, a hill. Made it up. There's a guy through riding that I was just talking to. He's got his dog in the buggy. He's got to walk up the hills. He said he came through here the other day. It's kind of dangerous on this road because people are doing like 55 miles an hour. Alright, back on the road that let me out right after the bridge, so that was perfect. Probably, I don't know, a couple more miles to town and be on the trail again. So every through rider I've seen, and it may just be because I'm traveling this way, has all been coming the opposite way. And they're all telling me, with all the hills, it's easier going the way I'm going. Which makes me wonder why everyone recommends going south to north, as opposed to north to south, as I am. Not sure. A gentleman I was just riding with a little bit and chatting, that's got the dog, he came north and then up to Cleveland and then is headed back to Mount Vernon today where he's getting picked up. But he said this is the last climb. He said this is the last climb out of Glenmont here, and then it's pretty much downhill to Mount Vernon, which would be awesome. Not a huge downhill, but at least a little grade. So that'll be nice. Kind of overcast. Looked like it might rain, but hasn't yet. I haven't looked at the radar, so I don't have great cell service. Yeah, but this it's part of the trail this whole day. It's been awesome. Even the on-road section wasn't too bad. The gravel, I think, was a little more scenic, so almost glad I had a detour. But yeah, it's just been gorgeous, beautiful, forested, and there's been a bunch of wetlands with lily pads. Just really awesome part of Ohio. I got some rock bluffs over there too. Very cool. Oh yeah, just enjoying myself. And on my way to Mount Vernon, where I'll probably have lunch this afternoon. Whew. That climb was no joke. It's supposed to be a old railroad bed. It got up to 5 and 6%. the last like half mile. Whew. At least there's a little breeze. That was a tough climb. But must be at the top now. Of course, it's all downhill from here. The breeze is starting to pick up. Feels good right now. Whew. It's humid today too. All right, time to keep moving. I am at the Bridge of Dreams. I actually totally forgot about this until I came upon it. So this is the third longest covered bridge in the United States and the second longest in Ohio. Cool. That's right. It is the path. I think they should rename the bridge the Bridge of Horse Poopy. There's a lot of it on there. I'm sure it's because it doesn't get washed off, but man, it's kind of gross. Yeah, anyway, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, even if it's pretty poopy. Alright, so I just had lunch at the Hangout here in Danville, Ohio, and it was very good, and not expensive at all. So good stop if you're looking for food around this area. I got a loud here. Got about 15 miles to Mount Vernon. The rain, I don't know. It's kind of looks like stuff is dissipating, but then it's showing on the radar that it's going to come back at 3 o'clock. So I don't know. Just keeping an eye on it. Who knows? I know Mount Vernon will have plenty, shelters or whatever in parks for me to hang out if it does start raining there. Kind of looks a little ominous with the clouds. Even more ominous with the vultures flying around. But anyway, I'm gonna try and wrap up this 15 miles and maybe find a place to hang out in Mount Vernon. So I'm gonna get going. Well, it looks like I'm back on the, I guess, a regular bike path now. I just saw a sign that said no horses, which I'm kind of happy for. I mean, the Amish thing, the horse and buggies was kind of cool, but right around the Bridge of Dreams and all the way through, it was bad. Like, I think they must have been, I don't know if they were cleaning it up in the other sections I was riding, but there was just, horse poop all over the trail, not cleaned up. And when I say everywhere, I mean like almost every 15 to 20 feet. It was bad. I'm just dodging that. So glad to be done with that. It was a neat experience. But much prefer my trails without horse poop on them. Kind of getting to farm country here too. See a lot of cornfields now. I didn't really see that earlier. Just still a beautiful trail. Still very wooded around it. But now I've got cornfields on either side instead of like big hills and forest. Still a shaded tunnel of trees though, which is nice on a finally got sunny out here. So breeze is definitely picking up, although it doesn't really matter since I'm kind of shielded. Anywho, just trucking along. Alright, so I'm in Mount Vernon. Just had dinner at the Stein Brewing Company. I'm gonna try and do maybe another 10 miles or so and try and find a place to camp. It's almost 6 o'clock and I think the sun sets at like 8, so maybe another hour and a half of riding, find a place to camp. Kind of in the downtown area here. It's pretty nice. It's, everything's kind of closed today on Monday, but the brewery was the only place open to eat anyway. But yeah, really cool downtown. So I'm gonna make my way back to the trail, and there's supposed to be some really cool, like, old industrial complex that they turned into a park, like an old glass factory or something that I wanted to check out. So we'll see how that is. So in this park here in Mount Vernon, this is where the old like factory remnants are. They converted. It's really cool. And the glass river, all these very industrial looking buildings, including this old smokestack. Kind of repurposed it. There's yoga going on in that building back there. It's really neat. It's a cool park. I'm gonna check out the rest of it here. That's cool. There's a drag strip right on the trail. Alright, I made it to Centerburg and found a place to stealth camp. But it's a little bit too early, so I'm gonna go to the gas station here and grab some snacks and then make my way back. So hopefully it's a uneventful evening, but all in all, good day. 55 miles. Breeze is starting to kick up and it's cooling down a little, so should be some good sleeping weather. All right, I guess I'll see you on the next one.